Alright, 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 alright. Shoo-ba-da-ba-da-da-da. Baby, baby, show it. Alright, baby.
As you all may know, I received a ton of questions on how to properly curl crochet braids with Marley hair, and I thought, what better way to start this tutorial by showing you one of the most unsafe and hazardous methods yet. This will explain why your Marley hair is not curling. You don't need a huge Pyrex glass bowl, and you don't even need Flexi Rods. You want to finish your installation with an unscathed scalp. You don't want to be a burn victim. So let's get into it. Everyone always asks, does the brand of Marley hair matter? And sadly enough, it does. Why am I adding conditioner? Conditioner helps to create slip so that we can properly detangle our hair. You never want to detangle on a dry medium. By adding conditioner, it creates an environment where we can properly alleviate and remove excess kinks, as this is a much more coarse hair texture. And when you smooth out the kinks, you create a much more refined and neater looking springy and bouncy curl. To curl Marley hair, I suggest using cold wave rods. The smaller the cold wave rod, the better. And I'm always asked questions about whether or not to pre-dip the hair prior to installing. But if you think about it, if you ever want to refresh your curls, you're going to have to employ this particular method. So it's best to learn it effectively the first time, because it's much more practical. Now, with cold wave rods, you always have to coil the Marley hair around the cold wave rod. And before doing this, like you saw, just detangle. And what I like to do, just to be much more safe, I like to use a small section of my hair and dip the perm rods into a mug so that you can fully immerse the hair and saturate the Marley hair so that it creates a much more solid result. Now, flexi rods, these are the most unreliable types of I don't know what they are. As you can see, I 2-strand twisted my hair and I secured the ends within the flexi rod, and I did this spiral type of motion to curl the hair. But you can see that this is too much hair for one particular rod. And think about how I would have to dip this hair. It's just really not logical, nor is it practical, but I did it. I don't know what was going through my mind at this time, but this is the flexi rod struggle that I don't suggest. Now, dipping this hair was I was trying to be efficient, so I thought using a bigger bowl would just be better and faster, but I just burned myself so much, and yeah, don't do this. And after I dipped my hair, this is what this particular section looks like. As you can see, it's not even curly. And as I unravel the twist, you can see that the curl formation is not at all defined, and I am not happy with this result. So I'm just going to go back in, 2-strand twist the hair down, and I'm going to try this Bantu knot method. And yeah, it doesn't really work. Bantu knots are still not practical for this style, at least the way I did it. As you can see, I'm just twisting the 2-strand twist into a circular motion to create a Bantu knot, your average standard Bantu knot. But because the hair is damp, I thought, how can hair this bulky ever dry? And I realized, it's impossible. This is just explaining that flexi rods and Bantu knots just don't help. And the best way to do it is just by using cold wave rods. And these are my results. My hair was finally curly after several attempts. Thank you for watching.
Alright.